Behavioral biology, a branch of ethology that deals with organisms' behavior and its response to particular stimulus and to its environment. In this video, let us study about behavioral biology and its different types. As Nicholas Tinberg defined, behavioral biology means all the movements which animals make in response to a particular stimulus. Behavior is a tool with which animal uses its environment. It is what an animal does and how it acts. Mainly there are four components for a behavior or a particular response to a stimulus in an organism. First one is sensory cells that detects the changes in the surrounding environment. Second one is nerve cells that helps for the transmission of information. Third one is chemical messengers or hormones. And the fourth one is muscle cell that transform nerve impulses into actions. Take this as an example. When we look at our favorite dish, we first sense it. That means the sensory cells act first, and then it sends the signals into nerve cells that helps for the transmission of information. That information is carried as chemical messengers or hormones. The hormones result in production of saliva in our mouth, that is the muscle cell that impacts the nerve impulses into action. The action here is the production of saliva in our mouth. In the organism's behavior, there are mainly two types: innate behavior and acquired behavior. So let us understand the differences between these two. Innate behavior. These show same responses to a particular stimulus, whereas the acquired behavior show different responses to the same stimulus based on the old experiences. The innate behavior are species specific and sex specific, whereas acquired behavior are not species specific. Innate behavior are predictable but not modifiable, whereas acquired behavior cannot be predicted but can be modified. The innate behavior is the outcome of inherent properties of nervous system, whereas the acquired behavior is the pattern of behavior changed in time and learned by the previous experiences. The innate behavior is heritable, that is, it is inherited by parents, whereas the acquired behavior is non-heritable. So till now, we have learned the types of behaviors, that is innate and acquired behavior. Now let us understand the types of innate behavior. There are four types: taxes, reflexes, instincts, and motivation. First one, the taxes. A definite orientation continuously and specifically guided by external stimuli. For example, phototaxis, or orientation guided by light, or geotaxis guided by gravitational forces, or chemotaxis guided by chemicals. Take plant as an example. They are positive to phototaxis. That means they orient themselves in the direction of the sunlight. So this type of stimuli is called taxis. Second one is reflexes. These are instantaneous, automatic, sudden response of a certain part or whole body to a specific but simple stimulus. It is involuntary and stereotyped. Initially, the response is guided by the stimulus but not necessarily be continuously guided by it. A reflex is indirectly proportional to the strength of a stimuli. Stronger the stimulus, shorter the latent period, and weaker the stimulus, longer the latent period. Latent period means the time lag between the application of the stimulus and the observation of its effect in the form of a response. Examples for reflexes are knee-jerk movement or blinking of eyes or withdrawing of hand upon touching hot objects. There are two different types of reflexes: tonic reflexes and phasic reflexes. Tonic reflexes are long-lasting adjustment that maintain muscular tone, posture, and equilibrium, whereas phasic reflexes are short-lived adjustments such as contraction response. Examples for phasic reflexes are blinking and sneezing. The third type of innate behavior is instincts. These are the complex and fixed innate behavior, and these are species specific and always heritable. A complex interaction of exogenous and endogenous factors affects instincts. Examples for instincts are nesting and courtship behavior, social organization, parental care, and etc. The fourth type of innate behavior is the motivation. It is a hypothetical state of an individual organism that arises as a goal-directed activity. Fluctuations in the physiological state of an animal that results in the animal responding in different ways to the same stimulus at different times are the characteristics of motivation. Motivation leads to goal-directed behavior. The goal is a condition which leads to satiation or satisfaction. Drive towards goal is done by stimulus. Example for motivation is behavior of a hungry dog and dog after full meal. Observe a dog before its meal and after its meal. You will find the difference. So these are the four types of innate behavior. Now let us understand the four types of acquired behavior. Those four types are habituation, imprinting, conditioned reflexes, and insight learning. First one, habituation. It is a simple learning not to respond to a repeated stimuli. Repeated application of stimulus result in decreased responsiveness. The decrease in responsiveness occurs only with reference to habituating stimulus. Examples for habituations are scarecrow used in agricultural fields to deter the birds is effective only for a short time. Birds soon become habituated to them and soon come to know that scarecrows are harmless. The next type of acquired behavior is imprinting. It is a method of learning rapidly and exceptionally faster irreversibly that occurs only within a shortly defined critical period. A type of learned behavior or acquired behavior seen most clearly in birds and some animals during the early period of their lives, soon after hatching or birth. There are two types of imprinting, filial imprinting and sexual imprinting. Learning in hatchings or young one offsprings to recognize their parents and to follow them is filial imprinting. It is seen in animals having extensive parental care. Sexual imprinting also occurs in early life. It is learning to recognize their own species while mating. This type is called sexual imprinting. So the third acquired behavior is conditioned reflex. These are the reflexes developed due to repeated training. It is a kind of modulated reflex. It is related with cerebral cortex of brain. Example for conditioned reflex is salivation in dog. Salivation by a dog either soon after sensing the smell or being shown a piece of meat is a reflex action. If this behavior is conditioned with flash of fright for prolonged period shortly before offering meat or food, dog salivates by seeing the flash of light, even in the absence of meat. So this type of reflex is called conditioned reflex. The fourth acquired behavior is insight learning. It is considered as highest form of learning in which the animal learns to solve the problems too rapidly even without prior experience. It is a capacity to develop the concepts. Example for insight learning is an experiment conducted by a scientist. In his experiment, he used chimpanzee. He kept the chimpanzee in a cage along with few boxes inside and hanging bunch of bananas. When he observed the behavior of the chimpanzee, he found that initially when the ape was hungry, it tries to get banana by jumping. However, fails to do so, but soon it uses the boxes to climb up and get the food. So this is how the insight learning is developed in humans and apes. So in this video we have learned two types of behaviors in organism, that is innate and acquired, and different types of innate and acquired behaviors. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please do like, comment, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Sign or transfer. Signing off.